What's going on, Soul Nation? Ginger Prime here, and bringing you today a buyer's guide to the world of Phantasy Star Online 2. The game's going to open itself up so that you can spend money in several different ways, as well as earn premium currencies that you can use to unlock other features that this game can also hide behind, kind of the premium service and more. The goal of this guide is to break down pretty much the most important aspects of where your money could be best applied to overall improve your gameplay experience. However, these are just recommendations. As always, this is an opinion. You're going to find different value in different items. It could be glamour, it could be various like emotes, it could be inventory. And as such, I'm going to try to prioritize this guide around my personal opinion and play experience. However, feel free to disagree and feel free to add your own advice to new players in the comments below, so that way they can have the best picture possible when they're deciding whether or not they want to spend money in this game. Now, this game is completely free, but if you're currently playing on Xbox, it does require that you have gold as a subscription service. So keep that in mind. You won't be able to play this game unless you are gold level. However, there is a connection between Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which is for PC and Xbox. If you are part of the Ultimate, you also have gold, and they're going to give you additional rewards like a premium membership and gold pass tickets. And who knows how that's going to evolve over time, but right now, that is essentially what they're offering. You should know the premium set is a $15 a month value. The gold pass ticket right now is at 200 star gems. We're going to break this all down in terms of its value, and I'm going to make my personal recommendations for you in this guide. So let's go ahead and dive in. Let's start with just a simple definition of the currencies. You have Arks Cash. That's that red triangle that you see. You should translate this as 100 points of Arks Cash is basically $1. So you can see here right now on my person, I've got $24.50 worth of Arks Cash. I have 90 star gems. You can use Arks Cash to buy star gems. You can buy star gems directly from the shop. Star gems seem to have a little bit higher value in the game itself, even though they can't be used to purchase everything that the game has to offer. Plus, you can also earn star gems by playing the game by doing missions, quests, and more. You're going to find different ways to earn those, but if you think about it, one star gem is roughly worth 4 cents. So they're valued, at least on the market, a little bit higher than that of Arks Cash, though they do seem a little bit restricted. The F represents fun points. This is also a free earned currency within the game by just playing with your friends and doing everything else. If you ever see available for fun, that's going to be able to give you those fun points, which you can use to buy various different rewards, especially like salons and different emotes and more. So keep a track of that. You're going to definitely want to keep accruing those. And then you have the M for Meseta. This is the in-game currency. This is what you're going to need a lot of this, but it is freely flowing. This is what most players trade in within the game itself. So now that we have the basic definition of the currencies out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into our AC shop here. And you want to go to purchase to inventory. This is really where you're going to see a lot of the different options here. Looking just at our base prices, the premium set for 30 days, which is included in Game Pass Ultimate, which is included in the Sonic Founders Edition and the Raggle Edition, you can see that's valued here at $15. You can actually have a reduced cost if you get 60 days or 90 days, but by default, we're going to use the base price of $15. That's what they think a month is worth for playing this game, to be able to trade, to be able to use the player shops, and more. You can see here what it all gives you. Obviously, you can have your own personal quarters, your personal shop, etc. So different premium services, different premium drinks that are all going to be connected to that. From here, you also see AC scratch tickets times 12. These are the loot boxes of the game. This is where you're going to randomly have a chance at getting some glamour or different items. You can see here 12 of these tickets are valued at $22, in which that it's going to break down to be about $1.87 each. Otherwise, you can purchase them straight up for $2. Then you have some different consumables, some scape dolls, and more. I'm going to say don't purchase anything that you've seen here on the screen just yet. Let's focus here first on what I find is the most valuable. The inventory expansion, hands down, is going to give you the best premium experience that you can have. By default, you're going to have 50 slots. You can purchase 10 of these. That's going to give you $35 worth of cost here, but there is a catch because this is included in the Sonic Founders Edition, so we'll break down those costs here right now. So basically, if you think about it, $35 for going from 50 to 150. You can see here my inventory is at 150. However, I purchased the Founders Edition, and this is actually how it works out. As a part of that $60 package, I'm going to value that at $100. The inventory expansion is going to take you from 50 to 100, which is going to be basically around $17.50. The premium set, again, is that premium service there is that $15. The character storage expansion, which you can see here, is listed at $8 for 50 slots. This can actually go up to 1,000, but as a part of that premium set, you're going to get several of these. You're going to get 5 of these, and that's going to be valued at $40. So you're going to get both the inventory expansion and a character expansion. It's going to take you to 550 slots of inventory. Plus, you're going to get 12 AC scratch tickets, so you can kind of see what that's all about. So that's another $22. This is just right under 100, but you're going to get all the emotes, the various consumables, and more. So basically, I think the Founders Edition, if you're looking to spend money, is the right place to start, but they're still going to keep asking you for a little bit of money here and there. So let's talk about more of that. So I went ahead and spent an additional $17.50 on increasing my inventory all the way to $150. I haven't bothered with character storage expansion or any other items beyond the inventory side of that. Then I also went and bought a mag ticket just to see if it's how this all works. So that's a $3 expense. If you want an additional mag, you need to spend $3. If you want to reset your mag, you need to spend $5. This game, like I said, can be completely free, but a lot of people I've talked with kind of feel an odd sense of pressure or stress on building out their mag, on building out their character. So just keep in mind, there is a cost to that. You can play this game for free, but you might end up feeling like you need to spend $3 on another mag or $5 to totally reset one mag itself. There are ways you can do this within the game, and we kind of covered that in our mag guide, but that obviously takes time, and here is a quick, easy shortcut for that. I would personally recommend avoiding any of these one-time use that have a time expiration. So just starting out with the game, I would focus in on just increasing your overall inventory. Again, you can start with the $60 Founders Pack, which will give you a lot of different options, and that might be the best value when it comes down to it. Otherwise, spending $17.50 or $35 is going to give you a really good inventory to when you're playing this game and overall have a good experience there. So now let's go ahead and talk about our skill trees, because I know several people have been asking about build guides. I plan on talking about that here in a little bit as far as it goes. But if we go and say learn class skill, you can see I've purchased an additional skill tree. One of the things the game will do is that as it changes the skills, as updates happen with the game itself, it will reward you with resets for that. Now, if you just go into the menu and say reset all skill trees, it says I do not possess a all skill tree reset pass. I cannot currently purchase one at the moment in time. So we'll have to probably update this if they come out with a way to buy one of these outside of being gifted them for free. It looks like there's going to be a way to buy, but it does not currently offer that. Let's talk about adding skill trees. Right now we have 9 classes in the game. Each class can have up to an additional 20 skill trees. So if you were just going to look at buying an additional skill tree per each class, you're going to be looking at $45 on one character alone. If you wanted to go nuts and buy a skill tree for each class, all of them, maxing them out, that's $900. There is no upper limit to how much you can spend on these free-to-play games.
$100 billion.
Which is, I guess, why one of the, there's a huge appeal for them. But you can see here when I go to my learn class skill, I now have an additional skill tree for my hunter. The reason why you would look at maybe doing an additional skill tree rather than a reset if you worry about building up or making an incorrect build for your class is that whenever the reset happens, it actually resets all of your skill trees with that skill pass. So that way you can end up going in and tweaking multiple different ways, having multiple different builds. But you can see here already, no skill tree passes are included in the Founders Edition, and thus this is more that additive experience. Personally, this is kind of where you're going to have to make a judgment call. I find value in this. I find value in being able to kind of play with how I've got everything set up. Overall, this is going to be your money. This is going to be how you choose to spend it. Just make sure that you're spending it in the right place and you don't find yourself kind of wishing that you had done it differently, especially in times like these where you never know what things are going to cost in and of themselves. Let's go ahead and jump into the Fresh Find shop right now. Here's where you can see a mixture of Meseta, a mixture of Star Gems, and I don't currently at the moment see anything here that is selling at AC. However, this is that FOMO aspect, fear of missing out. So you can see here, time until this resets. how many days until this resets. This is where you're going to find different glamour that you can use to drive your character and how they look and feel in the game. So just kind of play around, see what makes the most sense to you. Lambada grinders can actually give you a lot of different things later in the game, various things like that. So rising weapons badges, ways to kind of turn these in and trade these out for different items. Let's go into this SG shop. Very similar to the AC shop. Here you can see material storage usage, extended storage usage for 90 days and more. And you can see the SG price. Again, they're going to give you the option to use AC or just buy star gems outright, but this is going to come by just playing the game. So keep that in mind, like salon passes, sugar tongs, and more. I'm sure that over time these also get reset because there's a lot of things that are missing or that I've seen in the Japanese side that I am not currently seeing in here. All right, so lastly, let's go ahead into play scratch tickets. Here you can see a couple different things. Like I said, a recruit line for a single scratch ticket is $2. The fun scratch, which is going to reward you with different items. You can see here what it's going to more like for furniture and things like that for your house or for your apartment. That's where you're going to see that here. Then eventually you see the AC scratch tickets times 12 at $22. They say this increases your overall odds of winning or getting what you're looking for. But obviously there's going to be a price here. The game obviously, it does well and hopefully will be supported by the community itself. But obviously as a free-to-play game, you need to make the best judgments. Again, to highlight my personal recommendations, it's going to all be in the AC shop, and then it's going to all dive into that inventory expansion. And then I say maybe check out a mag ticket or two to give yourself some ways to play. From there, I would value the skill trees, especially as you dive in and learn more about your class and how you're playing it. However, just be sure not to break the bank and use your money wisely. Lastly, the final thing is I would say start off with the Founders Pack. That's going to probably give you the best bang for your buck when getting started without sitting here and diving into it. Then from there, do the inventory expansion, and then also maybe consider Xbox Ultimate Edition, the Game Pass Ultimate Edition, which is going to give you that premium service and the Gold Pass ticket as well. You're going to get those as a part of the $60, but if they continue to do that as a part of Ultimate, that's going to be a really, really good deal to be a part of that and also be able to play this game as well. Anyhow, thanks guys for tuning into this guide. Like I said, let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. If anybody else has any advice for new players on what to purchase and what would be a really good value, be sure to let them know in the comments below as well. I'm sure that everybody here can help each other out, get better, and overall enjoy this game. Thanks to JCraze35 for jumping in and saying hi and dancing with me here in the lobby as I finish up this guide. This was not planned at all, but I really have been loving this community. Be sure to check out our Twitch channel, the Work to Game with the number 2. We've been live streaming some Phantasy Star Online. I'll try to let you guys know when we go live. It's a little bit random with all the craziness in today's world, but we'll also be sure to update this guide as new products and options come available for purchase. Anyhow, guys, for Ginger Prime, my name is Brian. Thanks so much for watching this video. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.